Good evening, I'm Tom Tomsley. Hydraulic fracking. That is the topic stirring amongst this news channel. Although this news seems completely unbiased, I should remind our viewers that we are indeed funded by the oil company and then back them up 100%. Don't let this giant fan behind me fool you. It is completely gas-powered. Also, we have banned all non-gas powered vehicles. Now, we will leave you with our reporter in Los Santos, Bruce Bruiser. Bruce!
Thanks, Tom. Greenhouse gases have filled the air in the past 24 hours, changing warm places to cold places, and cold places to even colder places, right before they become warm places. At this moment in time, New Mexico is literally frozen. Back to you, Tom.
There are tales of houses being filled with natural gas, with the click of a phone being able to ignite it all and blow up the house. I just want to let you know that that is absolutely not true. It is actually THE PHONE!
Hello? Now here's Bruce with the weather. Bruce?
Tom, I'm standing in the middle of an acid rainstorm. I just wanted to come out here and tell all of you that this is completely natural and not at all the oil company's fault. Back to you, Tom.
Hydraulic fracturing. What's your opinion on the whole thing? If you can't tell by the end of this video, then... really? Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, is a procedure in which fractures are created in rocks and rock formations by filling the cracks with a mixture of sand, water, and other various chemicals underground to force the gaps further open. The fissures allow for oil and gas to flow free from the shell rock formations and into the wellbore, where it can be extracted. Fracking has resulted in multiple oil and gas wells attaining a state of economic viability thanks to the level of extraction that can easily be reached through the procedure. Horizontal drilling is used with a conventional vertical drill, where it strikes a shell formation and turns 90 degrees horizontally. Shell gas is trapped within the shell formations, being released upon opening from the hydraulic fracturing. But hydraulic fracking has many downsides. Reaching the fracking site, each well requires an average of 400 tanker trucks to carry the needed water and supplies to and from the site for the procedure to work. This can take 1 to 8 million gallons of water. All the water brought in is mixed with sand and various chemicals to produce the fracking fluid. Approximately 40,000 gallons of chems are used per fracturing. Nearly 600 chemicals are used in the fracking fluid, including known carcinogens and toxins such as lead, radium, uranium, mercury, ethylene, glycol, methanol, radium hydrochloric acid, and formaldehyde. In the midst of the fracking procedure, methane gas and various other toxic chemicals leak out from the system, contaminating most nearby groundwater. Methane concentrations are 17 times higher in water near fracking sites than in normal wells. And what does this contaminated drinking water do? There are now over 1,000 recorded cases of water contamination with nearby cities and towns, cases of sensory, respiratory, and neurological damage to the victims of hydraulic fracking. Hello?
Tom, the city behind me has become completely engulfed in flames after someone decided to answer their cell phone next to a gas station that was positioned beside a hydraulic fracturing site. A representative of the local oil company had this to say.
The city being on fire is totally not our fault.
Well, I was a little bit worried about the entire city being on fire, but the oil company told me there was nothing to worry about, so everything's fine.
If global warming is real, then why is it still snowing? Back to you, Tom.
Tom, behind me is someone who has hydraulic fracturing going on in their backyard. I'm here to talk to them about how much they love it. Excuse me one sec, Tom.
Get out here and do the interview!
Oh!
Get out here and tell them about how much you love having hydraulic fracturing in your backyard!
I don't even know what that is!
Get out here!
No!
Ugh!
Back to you, Tom.
Get off my lawn!
Do the interview!
No!
A lot of the people in my area keep saying that the water levels are lowering. I was one of the original people who believed that, but the oil company, along with the EPA, who was not funded by them in any way, told me that that was just in my imagination, all in my head, not real. That's really funny, because 10 years ago, I would go boating out on this lake with my family. Every couple of days we would go out, go fishing, and just have a fun, family time. Now,
I'm trapped on this island!
During the latest fracking run, instead of natural gas coming out of the shale rock, workers seem to have opened a portal to Cthulhu, causing the creature to fly out and invade our world. People who spot the monster should remain calm, as we are pretty sure he is 100% harmless. A representative of the local oil company had this to say.
We here at the oil company have no comments in regards to the massive Cthulhu beast terrorizing the city. And by terrorizing, we totally mean that it's not our fault in any way. Fracking, all that good stuff. Everything is gonna be okay. Don't worry about it.
well, I was worried about Cthulhu, but then the oil company told me there was nothing to worry about, so everything's fine.
Why am I holding this assault rifle? Just in case any of Cthulhu's, massive babies come around. The ones that crawled out of the giant fisher along with them. Yeah, those ones. What is that?
Reports have stated that Cthulhu has had children. No need to worry, though. The children should be just as harmless as Cthulhu. The oil company representative was nowhere to be found, but we are sure he would say everything is A-OK.
Well, I was a little bit worried about Cthulhu's children, but then the oil company told me— Oh, good lord, what is that?!
I'm here in the now frozen tundra of New Mexico with my trusty gas-powered tranquilizer gun. We're here in search for the beast known as Cthulhu. Ew. Is that Cthulhu? We here at the newsroom are barricading ourselves inside for the day. Not because of Cthulhu, obviously, but because we live in a bad neighborhood and decided to be extra safe. We recommend all citizens perhaps do the same. Back to you, Bruce.
Now, make no mistake, I'm holding this rifle to protect myself from this bad neighborhood, not because I feel threatened by Cthulhu's children. Back to you, Tom. Ah!
I'm just glad that I live in the safe state of California.
Wait, footage is from California.
Holy frack.
So, what'd you guys think?